Hello my friend, welcome again. Thank you for joining me. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Press the subscribe button and don't forget to like the video. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about a few things, and I'll probably start with the report on the cancellation of Azov exhibition. I think it is actually good that people keep on trying to let people become aware of the fact that many of the Azov members have neo-Nazi affiliation or ideology. This guy called Dmitry Kozatsky is one of the Azov fighters that was free from Russian captivity, and following their surrender in Mariupol, he then moved to Spain, I believe. And sometime last month, he actually he had an exhibition at the Polytechnic University of Catalonia. And since the exhibition started, there's been a lot of protests about the fact that this guy has got Nazi ideology. Eventually, and I'm actually surprised that they were not aware of his background anyway, or maybe they were, but they refused to believe that he's got Nazi ideology. To cut the story short, a few days ago, yesterday, the university suddenly removed all its paintings or artwork, and the reason they quoted is that they were not aware of his Nazi ideology, and the university does not seek to promote or encourage any form of discrimination or racism in one way or the other. Anyway, to cut the story short, it was cancelled, which is good news, and I believe more and more people will become aware of these people's ideology and beliefs. Okay, another news that came to my attention, which I find a bit funny, was the report that there was a guy, I forgot the guy's name anyway. It's on one of the Telegram channels. Wrote an article, said something like we should not seek information from unofficial channels in Russia. According to him, there will be a concerted effort by Ukrainian Information Center trying to use the fact that the Russian Federation withdrew from Kherson to divide the Russian people's views or cause social unrest in Russia. I'm not really sure that people like myself or other people, or most other people that has been following these events or conflicts, should be termed to be Ukrainians working for the Ukrainian Information Center. The truth of the matter is, people already know. Most people already have their own feelings about, or thoughts about or beliefs about why the Russian military withdrew or surrender Kherson. This guy argued that the people will be arguing that okay, what happened that basically that Ukraine will be promoting the information that the lives of those that died fighting in Kherson is in vain. I mean, I know some people might not agree, but to me, it is true, because at the end of the day, you fought so much for something and then you give it up. So what's the point in the first instance? So what have they actually died for? Nothing really, because they achieved nothing. The life was wasted. So that's got nothing to do with Ukrainian misinformation. It is the reality. It is the truth, really. Whether it is good or bad is another thing. But the bottom line is, they should have thought about all this before going into or occupying or even defending the territory. And another thing that I find also a little bit of misinformation or propaganda really by the MSM, mainstream media here in the West, is that they are presenting the fact that President Putin is not attending G20 because he's afraid of being embarrassed or isolated, and that's why he sent his foreign minister. I'm not sure about that either, because many members of G20 are actually very quite friendly with President Putin or Russia. I think G20 is made of 20 countries or thereabout, or 19 countries plus the European Union. And I think countries like Turkey, Mexico, China, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, India, Brazil, South Africa, which is basically almost at least half the countries in the G20, will not isolate. They will actually make him feel welcome, and I'm sure they will be having the meeting with him on the sidelines of the G20 Summit. So to say that he's been isolated internationally is a little bit rich, actually. Of course, the Western countries might not want to talk to him or welcome him, but having said that, some Western countries actually say they wouldn't mind talking to him, that they would like to tell him what they think, and I'm sure he knows that already. He knows what they think. So to now say that, okay, that we feel isolated, that's not really true. I am convinced that President Putin has chosen not to go to Bali, Indonesia, because of his domestic audience, following the debacle in Kherson, or the retreat or withdrawal from Kherson. So there we have it. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave this video here. It's gonna be a very short one, and also we've had the news that Pavlovka has been liberated by Russian Federation, which is very close to Uliga or Deba. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, and it's been liberated or captured in the in this area is in the Donetsk region, or it's part of the Donetsk People's Republic. So that's one that's one good news for the Russians following the surrender of Kherson. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comment, please let us know in the comment box or section below, and don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, before I finish this video, I'm just going to mention the fact that there was a breaking news this morning or a few hours ago that Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, was admitted to hospital, and the news was broke by AP, Associated Press. Briefly just after that news broke, the Foreign Ministry of Russia released a video of Lavrov at his hotel, reading documents or items relating to the G20 Summit getting ready for the meetings, and basically saying that it is all BS, that there's nothing wrong with me, it's not in hospital. And one of the journalists from the RT, Russian Today, who's for some reason who have their accredited journalist booth or room next to the AP Associated Press's room, went to the AP's room to ask them how they got their news and what is that, like, oh, by the way, is it true that you guys broke the news about Sergei Lavrov's admission to hospital? And they appear to be embarrassed. They actually asked her first, where are you from, or who are you? And she said to them, oh, I'm your colleague. She didn't actually answer them that, oh, I'm a journalist from RT or whatever. She just said, I'm your colleague, because I suspect she knew if she says from Russia Today, the probably will have said some, well, she knows that there's a bit of Russophobia or cancellation of anything Russia. Anyway, when she asked them the question about how to confirm, or is it how they asked them question about the taking to hospital of Sergei Lavrov, they couldn't answer, and they told him to leave, just leave or whatever, because they knew the lies. And I decided to include this in this video just to show that there's a lot of propaganda out there. It's not just within Western press, also we have them in Russia also, and that's the reason why in my earliest video, at the beginning of this video, I made a reference to an article by someone in Russia saying that people should only look for information on the official sites or sources. Same thing happened when we had the last OPEC Plus meeting, whereby the Saudi representatives refuses to answer questions from Reuters due to their misinformation or making up of stories. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Keep on looking for the truth. Remember, when you know the truth will set you free. And don't forget to subscribe and like this channel. Thank you, and have a good day.